She packed light. A single suitcase. Like she was going away for a weekend, not detonating a family. Easter bells were still ringing when she said it. Not even a full sentence. Just a decision, delivered flat, rehearsed. The boys were in the other room, arguing over chocolate. I remember thinking the timing felt cruel in a way that required planning. Cruelty takes effort. I did not beg. I did not shout. I watched her fingers tremble as she zipped the case. Watched the way she refused to look at the hallway photo of us at the beach. She said his name once. That was enough. When the door closed, the house didn't echo. It swallowed the sound. Like it had been waiting. We met years earlier in a coffee shop, where the air smelled like burnt beans and optimism. She laughed too loud. I loved that. She asked questions and leaned in when I answered. I mistook attention for intimacy. We built a life anyway. A small house. 3 boys with my eyes and her stubbornness. I learned the choreography of mornings. She learned how to disappear into crowds. I trusted her. That was my mistake. Trust is expensive when you give it to someone who shops for exits. The signs were quiet at first. Late dinners. A new phone passcode. Perfume on days she claimed exhaustion. I cataloged the changes without confronting them. I needed proof, not paranoia. Control mattered more than comfort. The proof came by accident. A message preview lighting up her screen while it charged on the kitchen counter. A name I didn't know. A sentence that didn't belong to a colleague. It ended with a promise. I turned the screen face down and made dinner. I slept badly that night. Not because of pain, because of clarity. I did not confront her then. I watched. I listened. I learned the rhythm of her lies. The lies were better than the truth. They were polished, practiced. They told me everything. I needed to know about her and nothing she intended to give. When she left on Easter Sunday, she believed she was choosing love. She believed I would unravel. She believed wrong. The first rule was restraint. I spoke to a lawyer before I spoke to anyone else. I gathered documents. I moved money with surgical patients. Not hiding, protecting. I documented every missed visit, every late payment, every promise she didn't keep. The paper trail became a map. Maps are useful when you intend to arrive somewhere specific. The second rule was silence. I did not poison the boys with my anger. I gave them routines. School runs. Homework at the kitchen table. I learned to braid hair badly and fix lunches well. I became the dependable one. Reliability is a weapon when the other side relies on chaos. The third rule was time. Time erodes illusions. Lovers who thrive on secrecy wilt in daylight. Her new life looked glamorous from a distance. Up close, it was debt and excuses. He liked risk. She liked escape. Neither liked responsibility. Years passed. The boys grew. I grew steadier. My career recovered, then advanced. I bought the house outright. I invested carefully. I made friends who knew when to speak and when to wait. I built a life that did not include her absence as a defining feature. The call came on a Tuesday. She needed help. The lover had left. The money was gone. She sounded smaller. Fragile is a tone people use when they want mercy without accountability. I agreed to meet her. Not for her, for me. We met in a public place. Glass walls, neutral light. The kind of space where emotions have nowhere to hide. She arrived early. She always did when she was afraid. Her eyes searched for exits before they found me. She froze when she saw me. Silence can be loud if you know how to listen. I sat, I did not smile. I placed a folder on the table, thick, heavy with years. She spoke first. Apologies, regret, love. The words were familiar. I let them fall. Then I slid the folder toward her. Inside were timelines, court orders, custody records, financial summaries, messages she had sent and sworn she never wrote. A mirror she could not shatter. I watched comprehension land in stages, first confusion, then fear, then the understanding that the ground beneath her had been measured, reinforced, and owned by someone else. I told her the boys were thriving, that they had stability, that I had full custody, that the courts had seen everything. I told her I would not keep her from them. I told her she would see them according to the schedule. Nothing more. Nothing less. She asked for forgiveness. I gave her clarity instead. I told her forgiveness was not a transaction. It was a private act. I had done it already. Not for her. For myself. What I would not give was access. Not to my finances, not to my peace. Not to the life she abandoned when it required effort. She cried then. Real tears. They did not move me. Tears are honest only when they arrive before consequences. When she left, she did not take the folder. She did not need it. The weight was already hers. I stayed seated for a moment. Let the quiet settle. Justice is rarely loud. It prefers rooms with glass walls and paper evidence. At home that night, the boys asked what was for dinner. I told them. We ate. We laughed. I helped with homework. I tucked them in. Ordinary things. Sacred things. Later, alone, I allowed myself a breath I had been holding for years. Revenge is a childish word. This was not revenge. This was balance restored. A scale set right by patience and proof. I did not win by destroying her. I won by becoming unmovable. Some betrayals break you. Others teach you how to build quietly, deliberately, until the day the past stands in front of you and has nothing left to take. That day came, it passed. I am still here,